Hey, KU fans, welcome back to Allen Fieldhouse, outdoors on an afternoon.
Sunshine. Amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We get about one of these a year.
I think so. 1 to 1.5 on average.
There you
I
go.
guess.
Most of them are after midnight, another long grinding game in the dungeon riding somewhere where there's barely chairs. Today we had plenty of chairs. We got to get outside and we got some sunshine, just like Kansas did inside. 87 to 70 for the Jayhawks over Oklahoma today. Really one of their best games, I think. I mean, I think the other night at West Virginia, they had to grind and find a way, and they did, and they came back home, and it's always good to get back home, I think. And so they were feeling the love. They were feeling confidence from that road win, and I think they played like it today. It wasn't flawless. It wasn't perfect, but they were really good, and this team continues to show that they're trending in the right direction.
Yeah, there really weren't any major deficiencies today.
Right.
I mean, they were just rock solid in pretty much every area. And it was that they were able to play with some tempo. They were able to eventually get Udoka involved. They were able to stand out defensively. I mean, they did what they do best, and then they did something that we probably never thought we would see.
Marcus Garrett, 6 threes.
I mean, what? Marcus Garrett hit 6 threes in a game? I mean, the guy had taken 7 3-pointers in the last month.
Amazing.
And he comes out here and just buries them. As OU's inviting him to do. I mean, it was their game plan, right? Let's play off of Marcus Garrett. Let's take away Udoka inside, and let's fire away, Marcus. Let's see what happens.
I love
6.
I love it. I mean, each one looked calm, collected, in rhythm.
Absolutely.
He didn't rush them. He was set. In fact, I pointed out in my game story on the very first KU possession. They gave him that shot.
Yeah.
He hesitated,
Yeah.
didn't take it, drove to the rim, threw something up off the glass that didn't even hit the rim. He hit the ground, no points. And from there, it was like something clicked. He was like, well, I guess that was hard and it hurt.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just shoot that jumper next time and see what happens. Yeah. And then they just started going in. The thing I love most about Marcus Garrett as a shooter, because we would have to record for another 30 minutes to tell you all the things I love about Marcus Garrett as a player and as a person and all that. But the thing I love most about Marcus Garrett as a shooter is that for all these 3 years, when KU fans have been so open about their criticism of he can't shoot, he should stop shooting, he can't shoot, he should stop shooting, Marcus Garrett has never once thought that.
No.
He's made the smart play more times than not, but he has always believed in his shot, believed in his work that he puts in, and I think this guy thinks he can shoot the ball as well as anybody. Maybe not to the Svi Devontae type level, but I think he thinks if they're open, I should make them. And that's what you want from any kind of shooter.
Yeah.
But it's especially what you want from a guy that teams are going to allow to shoot. So I thought that was a real clear indication of that today. It really showed that this is a guy who has confidence in that shot. If you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. Now, if he missed 5 or 6 in a row, he probably would have stopped, right? I mean, that's, again,
absolutely.
He's
he would have
a
made the smart
player.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He did not miss 5 or 6 in a row. He just kept making shot after shot. 3 of 4 in the first half, 3 of 5 in the second half, and the fans loved it. They loved it. They went wild after every make, and career high 6 3-pointers, career high 24 points, and he kept doing all the other things too. It wasn't like he had to give up his defense or his assists or his intangibles to go get his offense. He got all those things like he normally does, and threw in 6 threes and scored 24 points. I mean, the guy's just a phenomenal player in a phenomenal zone right now.
Yeah, I mean, both ends of the floor. He once again had a number of steals where you're just left, in awe of how he's so perfectly reading what the guy in front of him is about to do and anticipating. I mean, he knows what the ball handler is going to do before the ball handler knows what he's going to do. So he spends so much time watching video, preparing himself, and then he just has that feel and instinct on the court. To see him do it on both ends, I mean, one of the more impressive games that we've witnessed from an individual this season.
There's no doubt. My favorite steal, it's fun to watch him knock crossovers away and stuff like that. My favorite steal, the OU big man whose name I can't pronounce, rips down the one-handed rebound late in the first half. Big-time rebound, big-time play. Garrett just takes it from him. I mean, he just took it from him, took it out of his hands.
That was Kawhi Leonard-esque.
That's right. That's a really good comparison. Look, this guy has another year left at Kansas. He has the rest of this season to continue to take this team where they want to go. But after that, I'm starting to think more and more that this guy has potential to play in the NBA. he just does so many things well and so many things right. And if he can show scouts that he can knock in open jumpers like that, they're going to give him a chance. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but they are. I just think that he does everything else so well. And what did Bill Self say after the game today? He's as good a player coach, as anybody we've had in the last couple of years. They've had Frank Mason. They've had Devontae Graham. Those guys were pretty good. They knew the game. They knew the flow of this team and what people were supposed to do. That's a heck of a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows up every time he plays
Right.
at this point of his career. I mean, I think we kind of knew he could be that type of player heading into this season, but he's exceeded expectations and just going out there and executing exactly what KU needs from him, and also just from an individual standpoint, just making smart plays, always being where he needs to be on defense. I mean, you never see him make defensive mistakes on top of all these stats that he's piling up with these turnovers he's creating. I mean, he's just always in the right spot. I mean, great college player, and like Sel said, basically a coach on the court.
Yeah, Udoka was great. You wrote about him, 15 points, 17 rebounds, tying his career high. This was 1 week after he had to be taken out of the game at TCU and told to wake up. 11 a.m. here, he was wide awake, man. I thought engaged from minute one, played hard, played aggressive, went after the ball. Shows up on the stat sheet. I thought Ochai was good. I thought Devon Dotson was terrific. I was doing the ratings after the game. Most games, the line Dotson put in 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I think those are the numbers anyway. Yeah, something like that, right? So most games, that's enough to be number one in the rankings, or the ratings. He was third today because Garrett was so darn good, and Udoka was equally as good in his own way. So total team effort. They really, it was close for chunks of the first half, but I don't think anyone ever thought this was anything other than a KU win. Big time win at home. They're now 11-1 in conference. They have 3 what seem to be very winnable home games left, and then they go on the road 3 times, including next Saturday at Baylor, where they will all have to be wide awake from start to finish. Maybe just don't sleep. You don't want to risk it. That's a big-time game, and it's coming. Any final thoughts today?
No, just, I mean, I think you opened this up with, complete team win, complete game, as impressive a win as I think that they've had. I mean, obviously Oklahoma's not a great team this season, but
they're a tournament team.
Yeah,
and a lot
they're
of
a
people's
tournament level
consideration,
team,
right?
and I mean, KU was just so well rounded, and I mean, it's incredible. Their trajectory keeps going up and up, as good as they've been.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. That's what they want to do, and it's fun to cover. It really is. Yeah. This has been a fun season. There's a lot left. KU's 11-1, 22-3 overall. They'll be right back here on Monday night for the Marcus Morris Jersey Night. Iowa State will be here too, but it's going to be the Marcus Morris Night.
Co-starring Markeith Morris.
There you go, for sure. What did Self say? They'll both probably want to speak. I love it. And now that he said that, they very well might. We'll be there. We'll have all your coverage. 8 p.m. on ESPN's Big Monday. KU Iowa State on Monday. Today, KU wins it 87-70 over Oklahoma. We'll talk to you guys again real soon. Thanks for checking out KU Sports Extra.